This is one of my favorite types of videos to make because it is always hilarious. It's never not funny to make this type of video. Now, we will get into the nuances and this, that, and the third here in a minute. But first, before we get into that, I would like to ask everybody to make sure you have hit the subscribe button, click the bell, hit the like button, and come check out the AAA meeting. Monday on Drunken Uncle's channel, Wednesday on Polydub's channel, and Friday right here, every show at 5:30 EST on those days. Thank you. What we have today is another case, and yes, many such cases, of somebody on the left who has championed Me Too, this, that, and the third, gets immediately called out for sort of Me Too. You decide for yourself and let me know what you think down below. The DNC's favorite TikToker, Harry Sisson, is accused of lying to women to get them to send nudes. If you don't know who Harry Sisson is, just do a quick search and you'll figure it out real quick. So I'm just going to assume you know who that is going forward. But I think that this is a crazy way to convince people that you're not gay. Like, you could have done a million other things other than this. All joking aside, Harry Sisson has been on the DNC payroll for at least 4 years, if not more, I believe. He really rose to prominence just making TikToks. He interviewed Biden at one point. I think the article gets into that. But he's one of those dudes that posted himself crying after Trump won. He's one of those cats. But I am shocked to learn that he uses his platform and perceived fame to get nudes. I, of course, as a man, am very fond of boobies, but there is a right way to do it. The DNC's favorite Gen Z TikTok, what are we repeating the headline? Who once interviewed former President Joe Biden, is in hot water with fans after he's accused of lying to women in order to get him to send nudes. But the internet is divided over his alleged seedy behavior. Is it that big of a deal? Probably not really. Sorry, that was a percussive P. But probably not really. We're not really that big of a deal. But if it were on the other foot, if the sock were on the other hand, it would be a huge deal. Front page news. Who's an influencer on the internet that's got a large following on the right? Tucker. No, I can't do Tucker. I don't know. Steven Crowder. That would be like front page of every internet news source. 11 women have publicly called out Sisson, 23, young, claiming the Irish influencer with 1.8 million followers on TikTok led them on by claiming they were exclusive by getting them to send him explicit pictures. Sisson built up a huge following in the run-up to the 2024 election, blah, 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 posts in support of Biden, blah, 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 interviewed Biden in May. He regularly shares anti-Trump posts and simpering messages in support of figures such as Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Now, the likelihood of this just being scorned women that they didn't get the exclusive Harry Sisson experience is not zero. I'd say it's somewhere around 40 to 50% that these are just, upset women they didn't get their way, because women never lie. No, it never happens. But they don't realize that it's Harry Sisson and he's a popular figure among the left and the DNC, so he's not going to face any sort of ramification about this, but he would be the first person prattling on and on and on if it were someone on the right. Here's a picture from him on his TikTok, and then one of the screenshots that one of these ladies took from Snapchat. There's an entire Twitter thread about this thing. I'll throw it in the description. I am not going through the whole thread because it's like videos and statements and all this stuff from the women, so I'm just going to cover the article. If you want a deeper dive, I'll post the Twitter thread down below. He's been accused of using his status as a rising star among Democrat influencers to manipulate a gullible roster of women online. A roster of women, huh? Wow, he's really out there. Sarah Fields, a conservative influencer in the Republican state of Texas, brought the story to light after a number of women involved posted their version of events on TikTok. Oh, okay. I did not know that these women weren't like going around and like telling people what happened. They just posted a TikTok going, I keep sending this dude in the DNC nudes and he keeps asking me for more. And someone else is like, yeah, me too. And someone else is like, same. And then 11 people are like, oh, fuck, we've all been doing it. I guess I wasn't the only one. Here's a little pro tip for the guys out there. Don't do this. Don't do this. And if a woman sends you pictures like this, just say thank you. I thank you for showing me. I mean, you don't have to like pretend to be in an online relationship. Just say thank you. Sisson convinced 11 different women that he, quote, had no roster, quote, and, quote, respected them more than just their bodies. Oh, my God. While persuading them to send pictures of their bodies through... I love you for more than your body, but let me see the body just to make sure. Including one from a domestic abuse survivor. I don't know why that's relevant. Fields claims on a now viral X thread, Sisson said when called out, quote, I never lied to you. We were not exclusive, and I made it abundantly clear that I didn't want that, and you said it was fine. I haven't done anything that wasn't allowed within the set parameters. Within the parameters we set. What and why are you screenshotting? I thought it was okay. Why are you screenshotting this? Oh my God. Oh, this is actually hilarious. I would like to once again refer you back to my last point. If a woman wants to be in a relationship with you just to show you her titties, just say, okay. We're not in a relationship, but I respect that those are your boundaries. You don't have to have a pretend relationship with someone online just to see boobies. Like, there's an entire internet full of boobies. Oh, this is insane. It's hilarious and insane. Again, I say this as an avid boobie enjoyer. Don't do this. Because most likely... people will talk. Especially don't do this if you have this much clout with the DNC and on TikTok and all that, because most likely people are going to talk. That's why I'm very open about my perviness. When the women discovered each other one by one, he called them all insane and attempted to coerce one of them into telling the public the photos were fake. Oh, that is a surefire way to make sure that this stuff happens immediately and everyone knows about it. Oh, you guys are talking? You're all crazy. Hey, tell them you were kidding. It's not actually you. Dumbass. One of the women shared pictures of a message Sisson allegedly sent to her on Snapchat in which he denied he was getting nudes from a bunch of girls. Dude, you have the... right now I can't... Oh, it just... Exactly. Not because I'm getting a bunch of nudes or fucking girls and stuff. I don't hook up with anyone ever. I just don't think I'd be able to commit 100% to something. Then why is that even a conversation on the table? She also claimed she was wooed into setting up a private chat where she sent nudes, and the influencer believed to be... What? With an influencer believed to be Sisson, according to a TikTok video that does not name Sisson directly. In the video, she claims he described her as wifey material, and then after 6 months of talking, he told her he didn't want anything serious, which sparked an argument. So you convinced this girl, or at least implied, that you wanted to be in a relationship, if not marry this woman, just so she would send you naked pictures of her. My guy, that is insane. I can... So, okay. I am... My guests are flabbered. Just so I'm understanding this correctly, and hopefully I am reciting it correctly. Women did not want to send you nude photos of their body because you're not in a relationship with them. So instead of just going, that's okay, I understand, you make up a fake relationship and say that they are wifey material, implying you'll marry them, just so you can see their boobies or their booties. Again, as a man, I understand. I like both of those things. But convincing somebody that you want to marry them or that you're in a relationship with them just to see it while also stating that, quote, you don't hook up with anybody ever is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Again, fellas, if a woman wants to show you her body, she will. You're not going to really coerce her into doing it by saying, well, maybe we'll just get married and then have no plans on doing it. Another woman who described herself as a domestic abuse survivor claimed Sisson led her on and said she sent him many explicit pictures because she believed he was a person who genuinely cared for women more than just her bodies. Dumb. Stupid woman. Another woman who said she has known Sisson since she was 18 described him as sick and perverted individual. I mean, same, but claiming that the same effing guy that's going to end up in a fucking political hierarchy that has all of these allegations but too much power for them ever to be taken down. And here is a picture of him next to a sick and perverted individual who is the kind of fucking guy that ends up in politics hierarchy that has these allegations that can never be fucking taken down. His mentor, his creep mentor, Joe Biden. When it comes to stuff like this, honestly, the best way to handle it is to go, yeah, I did. I wanted to see boobs, so I saw boobs. Every human male is going to be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But he can't do that because his political party won't allow it. And no political party will allow it. But he is coming from the championing party of Me Too and hashtag her turn. So if it turns out he's just a fucking womanizer, it's going to look really bad. And you can't have that, can you? And again, I would like to reiterate that there is a high possibility that these are just all scorned women looking to take Harry down, which is... It makes sense to me, but God, I really couldn't imagine trying to date anybody nowadays. Like, how the hell do you even do it? The fallout left many divided, some calling his actions predatory and gross. I mean, they are definitely predatory. Some saying it's all made up. It's a tempest in a teacup. Never heard that before. Quote, ladies, male feminists are predators. Watch out. You mean to tell me a Democrat youth spokesperson is a perverted idiot? Who'da thunk? Yeah, I mean, yes. He's a loser, but what's the issue? Everyone seems to be of age. I mean, that's fair enough. He's just another fame whore using his fame as sexual gratification like every other male celeb, one user continued. I mean, okay, that's fair. Sisson, who attended NYU, was reportedly born in Singapore, did not respond for comments. His most recent post shows a selfie of him on the street, but does not reference the claims. And the post said, quote, feeling good today, let's continue to fight for democracy and stay focused on defeating or stopping Trump, he wrote. You know what? For just one nudie picture a day, you can help a horny... You can help a horny Democrat employee help defeat democracy. Just take off your top and send it to Harry Sisson at Snapchat. However Snapchat works, I don't know. Harry Sisson at Snapchat. Your tits for democracy. Are you ladies willing to put up the fight? Why can't it just... This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. It wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing already happening. Like I said before, I'm a boobie enjoyer, but I like no strings attached boobies. That is what it is. But thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like the video and all that stuff like I said earlier, and I will see you all in the next one. Oh, and before I forget, this channel has been successfully remonetized. I'm going to set up memberships soon at some point probably. If you want to join just to support, you can do that. You'll get early access to videos like I'm recording this later Wednesday So if you want to help support, it'll go up, I think, Saturday. Yeah, probably Saturday morning. So you'll have early access to videos and stuff like that. So just let me know what you think of that down below.